Hello. Welcome to day 7 of 21 days of breath work. Today we're going to talk about connected breathing. If you think about all of us here on this planet, we're all breathing the same bubble of air. We're all inhaling and exhaling, maybe at different times or in different rhythms, but the air in which we breathe, we share. And we also share this vibration that the earth offers. So what I'd like to talk about and breathe with you today is this concept of connected breathing, that we can become one. And how we do that is just like that of a wheel or a circle. There is no gap. There is no pause. And so if you notice when you breathe in a natural resting rhythm, you breathe in the shape of what we know as a triangle. We breathe in, we breathe out, and then we have this slight pause, and that's a natural resting pattern. But today we're going to breathe in a circle where there is no pause. We're just going to connect the inhale to the exhale and the exhale to the inhale. And so there's so much that we can do with that. If you're not feeling connected to yourself, to another human being, to a pet, to an experience, we can use this technique to bring in connection, not necessarily just as we breathe in a circle, but to another human being or another thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to first practice just breathing by eliminating the pauses. So we're going to breathe just like we've been this week with about a count of 3 or 4. So we're going to control the breath. We're going to be managing the inhale and the exhale to a count of 4 in and 4 out. And then once we get that rhythm, we're going to kind of move that circle on the inside of our bodies. And we're going to use our throats, our third eye, kind of like right here. We're going to use our throat and we're going to use our heart. So we'll begin by breathing in a circle up the spine, rounding the third eye or the top of the head. We're going to come down into the front of the body, rounding the tailbone, back up the spine. So we're going to be breathing not only in connection with our breath, but in connection of this energetic circle within our body. Then we're going to take that circle down a notch and we're going to breathe in and around the throat. So we're kind of focusing, bringing our awareness and our attention to our throat chakra. And we'll talk about chakras in another video, but right now just know that it's an energy center. So just think of it as your throat. And then next we're going to take it into our heart. So we'll come up the spine and we're going to bring that circle in and around through the heart and back down with our breath and our attention. From there, we'll take it to a person of our choice, right? So that way, if we're sitting and talking with a human being, if we recognize we don't feel this connection, we can immediately use our breath to bring connection in with that other person. So let's start. Sit upright with your spine straight, your shoulders back, heart open, chin slightly tucked under. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths, so exhale fully. Inhale. Now begin to just breathe to the count of 4, in and out. I'm choosing to go in and out through my nose. I encourage you to use belly breathing here again. So now begin to eliminate or close the gap of the pauses on the top and the bottom of the inhale. And what that might sound like is, I'm going to use my mouth to demonstrate. So it requires us to be attentive, conscious, in tune with our body. So now we add this element of moving in a circle. So up the spine, rounding the third eye, down the front of the body, rounding the tailbone, and we breathe in like this wave, this circle. Every once in a while, you'll feel like that deep breath of air come through. Roll with it. Flow with it. Now shifting that top of the inhale to the heart, to the throat. So when we bring the inhale up, we're going to round it with our attention through the throat. So you can see you can move this energy with your awareness. You breathe the air in and you let it waterfall over, spill over. Relax. You can alternate between nostril breathing and mouth breathing if you'd like. I tend to listen to my body. Now we're going to move into the heart. So bringing this breath up through the spine, rounding the heart and down through the front of the body. Even if you have to take that deep breath of air, you can still use your attention to channel the energy from that breath through the heart. Mm. Staying with the conscious breath, eliminating the pauses, closing the gaps. We now draw the breath back into the spine, up the spine, rounding the forehead, and this time we're going to go out. Think of a person. You can use me in this video. You can use someone, a dog, a cat, or the awareness of somebody sitting in front of you. So you draw this breath up through the spine, out through the third eye, and then it channels into this other being so that you feel their energy, and then it comes back. You can also reverse this wheel. You can take it down. We're going to change it up a little bit. Play with this for today, find what works for you. So we can start in the tailbone, breathe in through the other person and around through us, whatever way feels most connected for you. This experience is all about learning what works for you and really tapping into your tuning fork, to your experience. So try it the other way, breathing in the other person and then down with you. It's also really powerful to do this with a partner, sitting knee to knee, heart to heart. Their inhale becomes your exhale, and your exhale becomes their inhale. I find that my body kind of moves with this energy. Just feeling connection. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to have a definition to it, or it doesn't have to be that you're figuring anything out. You're just exploring and experimenting and experiencing what it feels like to draw the energy from the breath, from your body, feeling that it's just more than air, right? Like if you take it beyond the breath of air, you can start to feel that this energy inside of you, and it might take you a while. You might not have this burst of experience where you're like, yes, I feel this energy, right? And if you do, that's awesome. But if you don't, practice with it, play with it. It's all about this journey, my friends. It's all about just being with your process and learning these different types of way that we can use the breath to channel or to funnel through different experiences. And today we just choose a way to connect. And there's lots of questions around this for me as well. You can take this in and around different people, different experiences in different areas of your life. The one thing I always remember is this: if I start to feel disconnected, and I've had to practice even what that feels like, but I can sum it up is that I don't feel an energetic connection. There's a question. So when I find that there's this question of like, what is this? Then I'm not truly connected to it. So I use this type of breath to kind of bring an awareness back into my surroundings, back into the person standing in front of me, even if it's just a conversation. I use my breath and I use my connection to be very present and to become the experience with that person. So congratulations yet again for another day of breathwork practice. This one might create some questions and curiosities. I highly encourage you to reach out, ask questions, share the gift of this breath with other people. The more you talk about it, the more you integrate it into your own life, into your own practice, and the more tuned in you become. So thank you, my friends. Sending love and breath your way for a fabulous day, and I'll tune in with you tomorrow. Take care.